Good evening and welcome to Pondering the Issues, live from Ponderosa Steakhouse on Madison's Hilltop. I'm Casey Blues. Pondering the Issues gives us an opportunity once per month to delve in just a little bit deeper, just a little below the surface on some of the issues affecting our community. We're going to speak tonight. We hope to speak with Jefferson County Sheriff John Wallace. He's walking in. That'll be our second segment of the show, but our first segment coming up tonight will be with a couple of new members of the City of Madison municipal government here just in the past 4-6 months or so. We've got Andrew Forrester, Executive Assistant for Community Relations, and also, forgive me if I get this wrong, Social Media Coordinator, Alec Licklider. Is that correct?
Technically, it's social media manager, but that works.
There you go. Okay, social media manager, Alec Licklider. Andrew, Alec, I appreciate you coming on the show. Now, this has been an exciting sort of integration of a lot of different technologies and a lot of different social platforms for the City of Madison to expand their reach, so to speak, and to reach out to some of the community members online and on their phones who may not have had access to some of this information before.
Yeah, we're really excited about expanding the reach of city government so that not only can we communicate information to citizens, but also they can interact back with us through different mediums. We're seeing that this is how people communicate now, and so we want to try and be on top of that and allow citizens to communicate with us as much as possible and in as many ways as possible.
When we talk about social media, we're talking about Facebook, we're talking about Twitter, we're talking about Flickr, which is more of a photography website, also YouTube, which includes videos, some audio as well, and Tumblr. I saw the city's Tumblr site as well. So a number of different social platforms have allowed the city to sort of reach out in several different ways.
Yeah, social media just allows the user of those sites to create unique content from their own viewpoint and then share all that to people who may be in their own social circles. So we're really excited to use these so that people can really get a behind-the-scenes look at what's going on with City Hall. And this allows us to make that content, whereas with the website right now, it's just general information that the citizen needs to know on a basic level. But if you really want to kind of go behind the scenes of what's going on with the mayor's office and City Hall, this allows us to do that and to, like Andrew said, interact with you. So we get to hear from you, and then you get to know what's going on, and hopefully that dialogue will keep getting better and better as we use it more and more.
And I know one of the big things that has been on the Tumblr site and been linked all through the different social media platforms is the Mayor's Minute. A weekly or every couple of weeks update from the mayor in which he gets to speak directly to web users here in the city of Madison.
Yeah, that was something Andrew wanted to do while he was working on the campaign. And then when I originally met with Andrew to talk about how we could use social media, it was an idea I had, and so we were like on the same page with that. And then we talked to Mayor Welch, and he was itching to do it. And so they've been pretty successful so far. We haven't done one, I think, about 3 or 4 weeks, but we're getting ready to do one pretty soon. And we're trying to integrate not only what the mayor has to say to the public, but what different department heads have to say. So we're just trying to work out how to do that the best.
We saw it as a really good way to let people get to know the mayor in maybe a less formal setting. Maybe they usually only hear about the mayor in the newspaper or hear about him on the radio or something. And so it's a little bit less formal. You can watch a short video on YouTube just to hear what his take is on some of the issues and what's going on in city government.
Sure, and I know that some of the things I've seen on Twitter, some of the things you guys have posted have, stepped a little outside of municipal government, so to speak. I know that you guys had video going and a number of interviews going with the Henryville and Chelsea tornado relief back in early March. In the days following that tornado, you guys were up and running and posting stuff to the city's website, Facebook, Twitter, and so forth. But also, even just as early as this morning, posting video of the Milton-Madison Bridge demolition and some of the progress with that.
Mm-hmm. We really are wanting to cover the topics that are of most interest to Madison citizens. Obviously, we don't want to take the place of a news agency. That's not our role. But a lot of times with the mayor's office, we can get a unique perspective because the mayor got to go out to Chelsea, get kind of a inside view of it, and so we can hopefully give that a little bit different angle than maybe all of the other media outlets could be able to give.
Yeah. And right now with those, we just really want to. Those are good opportunities to connect things that are directly affecting not only the people of Madison but our city government. Like the tornado affected everyone. So we wanted to showcase how that is affecting not only the citizens but City Hall, and same with the bridge demolition. That's something everybody wanted to see, and that's a big part of what's going on with Madison right now. So we wanted to showcase that, and since we're from City's Hall, the hardest thing is to make it from the point of view of City Hall, and not just a newspaper kind of deal. Mm-hmm. So last night we had the chance to show Mayor Welch at the bridge when the construction began. So we like doing that kind of stuff, just kind of put you there on the scene in a way.
Sure, and you mentioned the tornado relief in early March, and what you guys filmed with that, and I know that another initiative for city government, which launched just the week before the tornado, was the text message alerts for city residents, or even those outside the city who want to receive information, emergency information on their cell phones. This text message alert went to a lot of folks who were then able to take cover on March 2nd during the tornadoes.
This is one of the things that excited me the most. It was one of the ideas that I had for the last couple of years, is how do we get information to citizens instantaneously? The information that we need them to hear. Obviously, we hope that they're listening to WRX, tuning in to hear the radio updates or watching TV, but we know that a lot of people may be in a place that they don't have a TV or something. So we wanted to get that information out through text message. It's an easy way. Everybody's got a cell phone anymore, and so we get that information out to them. And a lot of people also had confusion about what the warning sirens meant. Mm-hmm. And so we could do that through the text message system, but also do things like let people know about boil water advisories. Just like that, the newspaper may not be able to cover that till the next day. Radio station does a great job of trying to get that out right away, but if we can get that out to people instantaneously through text message, boil water advisories, road closures, things that people need to know right away, we think is really important.
Sure.
Yeah. And the text messaging system itself isn't necessarily social media, but it works very well with social media because people can tag us on Twitter and say, hey, we didn't hear this siren on this drive, or hey, we don't know what this siren means. And so they can get the message one way to say this is what's going on, but through social media we can also say, oh, hey, this person didn't hear that siren at all, so we need to fix that. And so what we really like about social media is just the interaction that's possible. So those two areas are really working well to communicate with the people, make sure they get the vital information they need, and just service. That's what we really wanted to use this for. We want to serve the people of Madison, and so these allow us to do that in a really positive and effective way. And
we've had a great response so far. I just checked earlier today. We had 782 people signed up for the text service. The people that do the service for us have said it has taken off more than any other business that they've set it up for. So we're really excited about it, and the more people that know what's going on, the better we feel.
The way to contact that text service, to get that to come to your phone, you dial the number 3600 36000, and then you type in the number Madison 1.
Yes, you send the message Madison 1 to 36,000.
Yes.
And that will get you signed up. You'll get a confirmation message, and we try not to bombard people with text, only send out what's important. So you may not get something for a couple weeks, but we'll try and keep you updated when there's some important information.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more. Alec Licklider, Andrew Forrester from the city of Madison. That's coming up next. This is Pondering the Issues on Works 96.7 WORX.